I just want to talk tonight a bit about some biblical concepts. One, that there are two concepts that get played off against each other. I think sometimes it brings a bit of confusion. One is grace, the other one is mercy. And the difference between them. Because if you confuse the two, you're going to be talking about the wrong thing. And then you're going to be expecting something, and you're not going to get what you expect. Because you're asking for the wrong thing. Okay. So, you get your super grace cultures, which we all know about. You can do whatever you want, once saved, always saved. It's, once you said yes to Jesus once, he'll never say no to you again. Okay, that's not really the way it works. Like any relationship, there's investment. But in any case, let's start with definitions. One, grace is unmerited favor. Grace has got nothing to do with sin. Okay. In its essence. It is unmerited favor, undeserved favor. Okay. I did nothing, but yet I have favor. Okay. Another interpretation of the word grace is the divine influence on our hearts. In other words, the empowerment or the ability or the motivation to do something beyond what I used to do. Okay. Mercy is, in concept, is not getting what I deserve. Not getting the judgment or the punishment that I deserve. Right. That's mercy. They're not the same thing at all. Okay. The one says that I've done wrong stuff, I should have my, let's make like the Middle Eastern culture, I stole something, I should have my fingers cut. Mercy, the judge is merciful and says, listen, I understand, you were very hungry, so you took this thing, please don't do it again. That's mercy. Okay. That same judge decides, he says, listen, I see there's obviously a problem with theft. Why don't we start a feeding scheme and teach the people how to generate something? That is grace. You get it? Grace is that thing that says, this is what things are like, but I can show you we can do it different. We can be different. We can live different. That is why when Paul was talking to the Romans, he says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? No. Why? Because they didn't understand the grace of God. Paul told him, he said to him, listen, where sin abounds, grace abounds all the more. So they say, okay, so then we shall sin a lot so that there can be a lot of grace. And then you say, no. That's not, you miss it. The reason why there's more grace when there is more sin is so because you need more empowerment and more motivation to change. Okay? Everything I have in my life today is by the grace of God. I don't say that because it's a nice little Christian quote and cliche. I say that because I went through a time in my life where God showed me a lot of mercy. But I still ended up with nothing except for a suitcase with clothes. Okay? It was quite a paradox in itself because the house I went to stay at in today's terms probably worth about 20-25 million. Beautiful, beautiful. It's like a palace of a house. But I had nothing of my own except for my bag of clothes. It's a friend of mine's mother that decided to take me in. To give me an opportunity. And I remember in 2000, 2001, maybe 99, I was listening to a pastor speak, and he said, everything I have is by the grace of God. And I remember thinking to myself, like, being critical, saying, don't talk nonsense. You work for what you have. Don't tell me it's by the grace of God. And then God had to strip me of everything, including my arrogance. I know it all months ago. He had to strip me to a place where I was in psychosis and I had nothing but a bag of clothes. Okay. So when we got out of that, I remember walking down one day from, you must understand that this house, the house itself is 1,000 squares. They added to us to a bigger number. At that stage it was 1,000 squares. Then you would walk down and you'd walk around a section of the garden where you had this pool. And it was a big long one. Underneath the pool level was the pool flat, where myself and my son stayed. Okay, so you couldn't see it from the house. Or the flat from the house. Why did I tell you that? Yeah, because I was walking down from the house. And as I got close to the flat, I just got this thing in my spirit that said to me, now you know that everything you have from this point forward is by my grace. So now, what was the mercy I received? The mercy is I didn't go to prison for a very, very long time. Okay? If I have to pay for all the trauma I've caused people and all the heartache I've caused people, they shouldn't give me the death sentence because that would be too easy. I should sit in prison and suffer. Preferably isolation because I enjoy people's company. So, you know, I should really suffer, you know, for a long, long time. Okay. But God showed me mercy. And He restored my sanity to me. Some of you still think I'm nuts, but I'm not. God has restored my sanity. I know I'm not nuts, not because I don't feel nuts. I know I'm not nuts because my life is moving forward. Okay? The results of my life shows I'm not nuts. So I judge my mindset not on what I feel about it. I judge it based on the results of it. If you think you're clever and your life is not looking clever, probably not.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a good thing Jesus said, judge everything by its fruits. Is it? You shall know a tree by its fruits. So in any case, so we receive mercy. There, and the word says that the mercies of God are new every morning. And I really like that scripture because more often than not, I really need to be new.
Yeah.
I really do. Because, you know, sin is different. Sin is different. It has different faces. It's not always an ugly thing as such. Sometimes it's saying to my daughter, I'll be there now, I'm just busy, just one too many times. And it demotivates her, thinking she has to fight for my attention. Rather than just having priority for it. Sometimes sin looks like that. And so we all need grace. Every morning. Not mercy. To utilize that mercy that I'm given, to appreciate it and show the gratitude I have for that mercy, I need the grace. You know that where Paul says it's the love of Christ that compels me. Exactly. Right? We spoke about it last time, I think, as well. I'm going to talk about similar stuff all the time because the gospel of God is very similar. Like it's the same message all the time. But it's applicable to every area of our lives. So God gives him this grace. He says, okay, Lucas, listen, I've done this. You're not reaping the consequences for this right now. I've spared you this. Why? Because I've got an intent with you. Okay. Now, he didn't spare Paul prison all the time. I just want to be clear on that. If you read what Paul went through, he went through beatings. He got hidings continuously, this guy. If he didn't get hidings from people, he got it from Mother Nature herself. This guy got hidings. But it was all so he could represent the Jesus he had to represent. It was also he could get into places where no one else could get unless you were in prison. It's to reach those people. He didn't get hung up on it. He didn't get hung up on where he was because who he was representing was always more important. So that was the grace of God on his life. The ability to set himself above his circumstance and see the opportunity for the message of God to go out, for the power of God to be seen. It even says that when he was held prisoner in Rome, the whole palace guard was asking about this Jesus. Why? Because they could hear it over and over and over again. And this dude that's sitting there in prison isn't getting downcast because of where he is. There's something different. He doesn't need the luxury of the Caesar, but yet he is happy. He's content. That's the grace of God on his life. The ability to do different from what my nature determines. If you sit here thinking that you're not selfish in your nature, be free. Okay? I've tried to solve myself that many times. Sometimes I'm more generous than others. But every now and then, just show myself. As people say, the life under grace is easy. The requirements are less because the law was done away with. Right? So the life under grace is cool. It is cool. But not for the reason that it's easy. You see, there's this funny thing before in the law, what was it? The second commandment, it says, love your neighbor as yourself. The law under grace, or the guidance under grace that Jesus says, he said, you've heard that you should love your neighbor as yourself. But I tell you to do what? You know that verse. To love each other like I love you. So now all of a sudden I can't love my neighbor the way a human would love a human. Now I need to love my neighbor the way God would love him. That was the shift under grace. Okay, so if you didn't notice, the bar lifted. Okay. The bar lifted. The standard lifted. That's why God has to extend out His grace in order to help us step it up. It is so that we have no excuse to continue in the same path that we had before. It's not to condone or tolerate, it's to remove the excuse. Say, Jesus, but I couldn't do it. I know this guy, God told him to do something, he really didn't want to do it, and he got like really anxious about it. Really, like crazy anxious. As a matter of fact, he spent 3 hours in prayer because of it. Begging God not to let this thing happen to me. So much so that he ended up sweating blood. Now, I've been tempted, and I've resisted, and I've done a lot of things. And I've been nervous about doing God's will, and I've backed out of doing God's will. but I never sweat blood and followed through on doing God's work. It's a different kind of person. It's a different kind of person that can say, I really don't want to do this. I'm scared, out of my mind because of it. I'll do it. Because you say so. No, this was too tough. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's too tough, Jesus. And what will the people think? I can't pray for this dude in the mall. I don't even know the guy, maybe. Maybe I did it wrong. Bethlehem's a small town, Jesus. Come on. Social media and news travels like really fast. Jeez, isn't it? The stories we tell ourselves. I don't want to go pray for people in the hospital that's on their deathbed because I might offend them. Do you really think a guy that's about to go is going to care whether you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, or Krishna when you go pray for him? Especially a guy that's a non-believer. Believers will have a problem. A Muslim will have a problem if a Christian goes and prays for him. And a Christian will have a problem if a Muslim comes and prays for him. But this world is filled with non-believers, and so are those guys. Do you think he's going to care? Low risk situation, guys. Low risk situation. So, grace. Grace. Jesus showed the grace of God by the life he lived, by the authority that he gave, by the teachings that he gives. And sometimes the hidings we get, it's part of that grace. Really is. Sometimes with the stuff we go through, especially the stuff we don't deserve, especially those things that is unfair. It's just not right, especially those things. It brings about that empowerment that God uses. Because any dumbass can do the right thing when it's easy to do the right thing. If you wait for life to give you a golden highway, so when we look at the scripture, it's this funny thing that God asks us. It says in Micah 6 verse 8, it says, "O son of man, what does the Lord require of you but to?" Son of man, what does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, to walk humbly. Not complicated. Micah 6 8. Check it. You can read. Yeah, so you can read. Most of us can read. If you can read, you have an obligation to study that thing as well. If you're on your Bible, study. Familiarize yourself with it. It says so we can rightly divide the word of truth. Rightly divide it. That we don't think grace is the thing that is the forgiveness of my sin. If you understand that is mercy. And I don't try to utilize God's kindness in a situation where it's not there. You see, because there's a thing. There's a thing. If I don't understand those terms of mercy and grace, if I don't understand mercy, then I forget that God can be severe. Amen. Because if God is only this weird concept of grace, then there's no severity with God. And his word is clear. It says, know the kindness and the severity of God. I've seen the severity of God. Like I told you, I was in psychosis. My body was broken. Busted. Weak. I remember they wanted to do an ECG. I pedaled for 30 seconds. I just got off the bar. He said to me, "Why?" I said, "I can't do this." No, I can't do this. 30 seconds isn't a long time. But I literally 30 seconds. I was supposed to do it for like 3 minutes or something. I pedaled. For you, that might not be something. For me, I grew up fit. I grew up with sport. Not being able to do things in my life is pathetic. I had emphysema at that point. I said my head was red. I've got none of that now. My lungs are fine. Body's good, healthy. My mind is quite strong. Mercy and grace. Don't say, "God, thank you for your mercy. I thank you for forgiving me." And not change. Because then you're not utilizing the grace. And it's the grace that people need to see. You see, we need to show people mercy, and we need to give people mercy, and we need to show them grace. Yeah. And so, Father God, I just pray that you walk with us now. I just pray that you give us a hunger to be familiar with your word and to meditate on your word. Just appreciate this gift that you gave us. And your written word. Thank you that you've got the ability to digest it and to take it in. I pray, Father God, that you teach us how to fill ourselves with who you are so we can pour out who you are. In Jesus' name. Before you go anywhere, if you struggle to study the Bible, to read for a long time, I know a lot of people struggle with concentration issues. Maybe the last 3 verses and then you have to go back and read the last 2 because you can't remember. Is there anyone like that? Like you read and then whether it's the Bible or something else, you read and then it's very pointless to try and read a book because you have to backtrack the whole time and check what you just read. Yeah? Easier way to get into it a bit and to just digest some word is to literally read 1 verse, 2 verses, 3 verses, and then journal your thoughts about it. Because then you force engagement and you force your mind to engage and process what's busy happening. You stay here right now in the moment. You see, because sometimes if we read, then we read and then something triggers a thought and then we continue reading but our head is distracting there somewhere. Just because of some phrase or something or some dude said something in our head. But we're going to read it. We're going to read it. We do that, isn't it? I've given up on it. So read 1, 2 or 3 verses and write your thoughts out. See how you feel about it. See how it affects you. See what the implication of that verse that you read is on your life. See where you can change your life to apply or to implement that verse in your life. Don't make it technical. Just get practical, right here, then I know. If the thing says, love my neighbour, then I'm going to say, okay, cool. How many neighbours do I have? If I'm in the gold section, roughly 8 or 9. Okay, so what can I do to love them? Guys, you've got to come up with more neighbours. So. But you get what I'm saying. So just read the verse and write down your thoughts and your feelings and just share your thoughts with God. Write it, pray it back to God and say, God, this is what I think about this thing, and allow God to speak with you. It's sort of a relationship thing. Relationship usually has 2 people involved. At least, otherwise. At least, unless the one you have with yourself is also very important. But generally, keep it to 2 people in any given relationship.